Hello and welcome to Advanced Speaking Practice with Perfect English Podcast. My name is Layla. I am truly glad that you are here because this podcast is designed especially for English learners who are ready to move beyond the basics and take their speaking to the next level. Many people study English for years and reach a stage where they can understand movies, books, and conversations, yet they still feel hesitant when it is their turn to speak. Sometimes their sentences are clear but sound too simple. Sometimes they pause too often searching for the right word, and sometimes they struggle to express complex ideas in a natural way. This podcast is here to change that. Together, we will practice conversations that use advanced vocabulary, elegant phrases, and professional expressions that you can use in real situations. We will explore high-level speaking techniques that focus not only on what you say, but on how you say it, your tone, your rhythm, and your clarity. The goal is to help you sound more natural, more confident, and more articulate, whether you are having a casual chat, giving a presentation, or taking part in a serious discussion. It is important to understand that this is not just about listening passively. Real improvement happens when you actively practice. That means you should not only listen to me, but also speak with me. Repeat the sentences, pause the recording when you need to, and challenge yourself to answer questions aloud, even if you are practicing on your own. Speaking out loud will train your mouth and your mind to work together, and little by little you will feel your fluency growing. So, as you listen today, remember that you are not only learning words, you are building the confidence and skill to use them effectively. Let's begin today with a short warm-up that will get you comfortable speaking and help you step into the rhythm of advanced English. Just like athletes stretch their muscles before training, speakers also need to warm up their voices, their mouths, and their minds before diving into more complex practice. The best way to do this is by repeating short, powerful expressions that are often used by fluent speakers in natural conversation. These expressions are not only useful, they are also flexible. You can use them in professional discussions, casual chats, or even when writing more formal texts. One group of phrases that advanced speakers rely on is called connecting phrases. These are the small but powerful tools that make your speech sound smooth, logical, and well-structured. Without them, your sentences may feel disconnected or too simple, but with them, you will sound organized and persuasive. Let's practice a few of them together. The first phrase is, to be perfectly honest. This is a very natural way to introduce your true opinion, especially if you want to be sincere or direct. Try repeating it after me. To be perfectly honest. The next phrase is, from my perspective. This expression shows that you are sharing your personal view while also sounding polite and thoughtful. Repeat it clearly. From my perspective. Notice how it sounds respectful yet confident. Now, let's move on to, it goes without saying. This phrase is often used to introduce something obvious or widely accepted, almost like a fact that everyone already knows. Repeat after me slowly. It goes without saying. Finally, we have at the end of the day. This is a very natural phrase used to sum up an idea or to reach a final conclusion. Say it with me. At the end of the day? These four expressions may seem small, but they are extremely powerful in everyday speaking. Advanced speakers use them naturally because they help to connect ideas smoothly and to add personality to their speech. By practicing them out loud, you are training yourself to sound more fluid and natural. Remember to pause, repeat them several times, and even try to make your own sentences with each one. This way, you will not just know the phrases, you will own them. Now that we are warmed up, let's move into the main speaking practice for today. This is the part where we focus on longer sentences, more advanced vocabulary, and complete ideas that you can use in real professional or academic conversations. The goal here is to not only practice speaking, but also to build confidence in expressing complex thoughts clearly and naturally. Remember, advanced speaking is not just about using difficult words. It is about combining accuracy, fluency, and style so that your message sounds polished and persuasive. Let's imagine a professional situation where you are discussing an important topic with a colleague. I will read a short dialogue, and after each line, I want you to repeat it aloud. Don't worry about being perfect. Focus on your pronunciation, your intonation, and your rhythm. Here is the conversation. A. I strongly believe that effective communication is the cornerstone of success in any career. B. Absolutely. Clear communication not only prevents misunderstandings but also fosters collaboration. A. Precisely. In fact, when ideas are articulated well, they can inspire innovation and drive progress. Now go back and repeat each sentence slowly after me. Try to notice the power words. Strongly believe cornerstone fosters collaboration, articulated well, inspire innovation. These are not just advanced words. They are words that carry weight and help you sound professional. Once you feel comfortable, practice the entire dialogue again at a natural, fluent speed. The more times you repeat, the more automatic these structures will become in your own speech. Next, let's take this one step further. A key skill for advanced speakers is the ability to rephrase or paraphrase. This means expressing the same idea in a slightly different way, which makes you more flexible and prevents your speech from sounding repetitive. For example, the sentence, "Effective communication is the cornerstone of success," can be rephrased as, "Strong communication skills lay the foundation for achievement in any field." Notice how the meaning stays the same, but the wording changes. This is what fluent speakers do naturally. Now, it's your turn. Try to rephrase one of the sentences from the dialogue. For example, instead of saying clear communication prevents misunderstandings, you might say, when people express themselves clearly, confusion is avoided. Both sentences share the same idea, but the vocabulary and structure are different. This type of practice is powerful because it trains your brain to be more flexible with language, which is exactly what you need in high-level conversations. As you continue with this exercise, speak out loud, repeat confidently, and do not be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are part of the process. The important thing is to keep practicing until advanced phrases begin to feel natural and automatic in your own speech. With time, you will notice yourself speaking more smoothly, more precisely, and with greater confidence in every situation. Now let's move on to the practical application part of our practice. This is where we take the skills and phrases we have learned and place them into a real situation. The purpose of this exercise is to help you imagine yourself in contexts where advanced speaking is necessary, so you can train your voice, your vocabulary, and your confidence in a way that feels authentic. One of the most common situations where you need advanced English is during a job interview. Interviews are important moments because they require you to present yourself clearly, confidently, and professionally. The way you describe your strengths and skills can make a strong impression on the interviewer. Let's imagine you are sitting across from an interviewer and they ask you a very typical question: what is one skill that makes you stand out? This is your opportunity to show not just your language ability, but also your ability to express ideas in a polished, advanced way. A strong answer could sound like this: I consider adaptability my strongest skill. I can quickly adjust to new situations, embrace change, and maintain professionalism under pressure. Notice that the answer is not too long, but it is clear, confident, and filled with advanced expressions such as adaptability, embrace change, and maintain professionalism. These phrases show maturity and competence, which is exactly what employers look for. Now I want you to try this exercise aloud. Think of one skill that you believe is important, perhaps leadership, problem-solving, creativity, or resilience. Then, describe that skill in a full, advanced sentence. For example, if you choose leadership, you might say, one of my strongest qualities is leadership. I am able to motivate others, coordinate tasks effectively, and guide a team toward shared goals. If you choose creativity, you could say, I believe creativity is my key strength. I consistently generate innovative solutions, approach challenges from new perspectives, and transform ideas into practical results. Take your time, pause the recording if necessary, and speak your answer out loud. The important thing is not memorizing my sentences, but practicing how to present your ideas smoothly, using confident professional language. By doing this daily, you will develop the ability to respond naturally and effectively in real-life situations. As we come to the reflection part of today's practice, I want you to take a moment to think about how you felt while speaking. Did you notice yourself hesitating at certain moments? Were there particular words or phrases that felt a little difficult to pronounce or to use naturally? If so, that is completely normal. Every learner experiences those moments of hesitation, and instead of seeing them as mistakes, you should view them as valuable signals. They show you exactly where you need to focus your attention in order to grow. Advanced speaking is not about being perfect right away. It is about recognizing your weak spots and steadily improving them through consistent practice. One of the most effective ways to reflect is by recording yourself while you speak. When you listen back to your own voice, you become more aware of how you sound, how clearly you pronounce each word, and how smoothly your sentences flow. Often you will notice things you did not realize while speaking, such as repeating certain words, pausing too often, or speaking too quickly. This kind of self-feedback is powerful because it gives you a clear path to improvement. Remember, fluency is not built in a single day. It grows step by step through small but steady efforts. Every time you repeat an advanced phrase, every time you practice paraphrasing, and every time you push yourself to speak a little more confidently, you are laying the foundation for long-term progress. Over time, these small steps add up to remarkable improvement. So, do not be discouraged by moments of hesitation. Instead, celebrate them as part of your journey. Keep reflecting, keep practicing, and keep moving forward with patience and determination. Thank you so much for joining me in today's session of Advanced Speaking Practice. As we reach the end of this episode, I want to remind you of something very important. Growth in language learning does not happen overnight, but it always happens when you practice consistently. Every single sentence you repeated today, every advanced phrase you tried, and every effort you made to push yourself a little further has already made you stronger. Even if you don't notice it immediately, your mind is processing, your tongue is adjusting, and your confidence is quietly building with each session. Think of your speaking journey as a gradual transformation. Just as exercise strengthens the body over time, speaking practice strengthens your ability to express ideas with clarity and ease. The key is consistency. If you make this practice part of your daily routine, you will notice small but meaningful changes. Fewer pauses, more precise vocabulary, and greater confidence in your tone. These improvements may seem subtle at first, but when you look back after weeks or months of practice, the progress will be undeniable. So I encourage you to keep coming back every day. Make this podcast your safe space to practice aloud, to challenge yourself, and to grow step by step. Remember that each phrase you master is one more tool you can use in real conversations, whether at work, in study, or in personal interactions. You already have everything it takes to succeed. The only requirement is to stay committed. Until next time, keep practicing, keep improving, and most importantly, keep believing in your progress. Your effort today is shaping the confident, articulate speaker you are becoming.